welcome back to Module 6. I can't believe that we've gone through all these weeks together. In this week, I've got a typo there, that's very annoying, sorry. So essentially, weeks 5 and 6 are both about practicing your power hour. So I'm going to run through the same process here as I did last week. But if I show you my content themes and so on this week, hopefully that will just give you a further prompt to having a go at it yourself. And when you get time, as soon as you get time, book in your hour with me and we'll go through how this might work for you. So remember, there are 4 steps to putting your power hour together. You decide where and when you want to post. So you're being intentional with your posts. You're deciding what your strategy is and therefore where you want to post and how often. You decide what you want to say, and we spent a long time talking about themes, and you want consistent themes. You want to have a consistent conversation so that people visiting your social media get to understand your voice. They know what you're talking about. They know if you are a good fit for them. You use Canva to create the images for your posts, and then we've looked at all the different options. Well, not all the different options because there are loads, but some different options for scheduling your posts. And the trick is that you find one that you like. So as a quick recap, back in Module 1, we looked at how you decide how many posts you want to be doing. In Module 2, we looked at coming up with your 5 topics. And then last week, I went through how you need to think about your 5 topics, but you need to then think about them in the context of what is happening for your customer this week. And the reason I emphasize that is because you want it to be alive and fresh and relevant. You're having a conversation with a real person. You don't want these topics to become too stale. So you need to think about something that's going on this week, refresh your, as if you were having a conversation with a real person. Try and keep it fresh. And that's what the reflection that I ask you to go through each week helps to do. So by way of example, I've got my consistent 5 themes. They don't change. But this week, what I'm going to be talking about, so on sales, I have a unit available. So that's super easy. I'm going to do a post about Unit 7 and it being available. This week, I'm going to use curated content for tenants and our community. So I'm not going to be doing my own posts on those. I'm going to be sharing other people's content. On my topic number 4, though, I'm going to do something about Sheffield, and I'll show you what in a minute. And then my theme number 5, tips and advice for small business owners. I've got a couple of things to talk about, which I'll show you now. I've done a quick video for you, just briefly looking over my Canva process and putting together those images, and I'll put that on the Module 6 webpage. But this is what I've ended up with. On my small business tips theme, I've got 2 different posts. This one is a survey I'm doing, and I'm encouraging people to fill in. So it's a nice post on that. And this one is Vardeep's talk last week. I recorded it on Zoom, and I'm now making the recording available. I'm making it available via a landing page, and I will be doing a little video on how to do landing pages later this week. Denise specifically asked for it, but others of you may find it useful. So this will mean that I can talk about Vardeep's talk on my social posts, and I can capture the emails of anybody that finds them interesting. On my Sheffield theme, Sheffield was unfortunately on the front pages of the newspaper, the Sunday papers, because we are expecting another lockdown due to the fact that we're having some problems. And so I'm going to do some posts about that, and also about a lovely project that I've been helping out with. And this is a picture of my daughter. We've been doing food deliveries across the city on our bikes for a local charity called the Food Hall. So I'm going to be talking about that. Those are 2 stories about Sheffield. And these are the images I put together. I'm going to be talking about my Unit 7 that's to let, with some nice pictures. And actually, I'm going to use a landing page connected to these posts as well, so that when people say that they're interested in the details, they will be asked to leave their email address, and I will then send them out the details. This again helps me to build my email list of people who run businesses that might be interested in renting units like this. So having got together, thought about my topics, I've prepared my images, and then I need to move into scheduling. I went into this in a bit more depth last week because we were looking at the different tools. There are lots and lots of scheduling tools available, so the trick really is to find one that works for you. You might like something like Hootsuite, where you can schedule lots of things in one place. That's much quicker than what I do. So that might suit you well. Whatever it is, find something that works for you out of the many options available. So here we go. This is the back of Facebook. I have scheduled my post. You can see those images there. You recognise those. And then I've added in the text, and they're all scheduled, ready to go. And that is such a good feeling. Here's Planoly. I'm using the similar images, getting them scheduled up, ready to go. And here's TweetDeck. You can see them, recognise them appearing here as well. And I've done a post directly into LinkedIn. I don't do that many in LinkedIn because I'm just starting out there, but I've done a couple of posts directly into LinkedIn as well. So this is the Power Hour process that you've been working up to. The thing about it is there's lots of moving parts, and we've practiced all of the moving parts in each of the weeks that we've been doing of the course. And this now is about putting it all together. And I guess it can feel a bit daunting. I would recommend that you don't make it too big a task initially, and don't try and do too many posts. Try and keep it fairly minimal, and just get this process up and running, because once you're confident with it, you'll be able to add in a lot more posts really easily. If you are struggling with any bit of it, and I know different bits of it cause different people challenges, book your session with me and then we can go through it. If you've missed a session, don't worry, we can catch up. I've put my availability up on the Calendly link, so book in with me and I look forward to talking to you. This is the last week of the course. I'd really recommend that you do book that session in. I'm going to be taking a week's holiday following this week, and then after that I'll offer you some other options, including some, you can always opt for a paid one-to-one coaching session, but I'm also going to do some shared Zoom sessions where people can come together and think about planning their posts. So you won't be on your own, don't worry, but book your session and make the most of the sessions available to you this week. Okay, look forward to talking to you all soon, and good luck with your Power Hour planning.